Welcome back to the bounce. It's a bonus episode. I am Kev, and you can see exactly what we're doing here. It's right in front of you. Oh, it hurts the eyes, doesn't it? That's right, folks. We are stack ranking or tier listing the best and the worst in-season tournament courts that the NBA has rolled out in its inaugural in-season tournament. Let me know in the comments how you feel about the actual play. Are you enjoying the tournament as it's being added and played throughout the month of November? It'll be finished by December 9th. Let me know if you find the tournament games more exciting or if you think this is kind of a waste of time. I also want to hear your thoughts on these very courts. I've been tweeting about this with some folks back and forth, and it's safe to say I'm not the only one who feels some kind of way about these courts. All right, some are good. In my opinion, most are bad. Let's start with the Atlanta Hawks. All right, we've got a baby blue situation with a gray centerpiece and the black logo. I don't mind the trophy in the center. Let's just acknowledge that before we move on, because that's the one thing these all have in common is the center stripe and the tournament trophy that sits in the center of the court and then also there in the paint. So I don't hate that on its own. In some of these schemes, you get to see what a court would look like maybe if they just kept it normal everywhere and then just added those trophies in that stripe. I don't hate that. Maybe a little foreshadowing for how this thing might go, huh? Oh my goodness. But where is the black and blue coming from? I don't know exactly if that's part of a long lost Atlanta Hawks color scheme that I just don't remember. As as much as I like blue, we're putting this second from the bottom for now because I have a special spot reserved for the worst of the worst, and we'll talk about it when we get to it. It won't take long. Boston Celtics, they did the inverse of what I like, honestly, by seemingly keeping the wood grain color in the center like that. It does make Boston show up. I'm going to give this one a B for now. This is one of the better ones I think that we'll see, sadly. And here we have our first gray court. And it's unfortunate that our first gray court is Brooklyn because they started this whole thing. And in my opinion, they shouldn't be punished for what is going to be just a litany of gray courts. We're just overrun with them. Like a third of the league went with the gray court. And this is something that when Brooklyn was the only team doing it, although it messed with the contrast on your television, sometimes made it hard to watch the game, it was unique. It was kind of like Boise State with their weird blue turf back in the day. I mean, it's still there, but it's not as cool as it was way back in the day. So, spoiler alert, I'm not loving the gray courts. And you know what? Honestly, we're gonna leave Brooklyn there. I may move Brooklyn up to C just because they were the original gray court. I think they should deserve some credit for that, but that's not really what we're doing here. We are ranking these courts as they are, and oh, it's gonna hurt. Don't worry, fans. If I'm we passed 3 minutes. If I'm shitting on your favorite team's court, don't you worry. My favorite team will not be spared such punishment. This Hornets court is ugly to me. I'm not even gonna spend a lot of time on it. It's like a dark green and then a lighter green. That's absolutely hideous in my humble opinion. Same the Bulls did the same thing, but just with red. I mean, there's plenty of red on here, and this isn't my favorite one either. I'm gonna put the Bulls down here. I'm not making many friends in the Bulls realm, but my god, yeah, just this is hideous. They need to blow this court up along with the rest of their roster and just start from scratch. The land, Cleveland. Now, hey, maybe I'm just a simple guy with simple pleasures, but this looks like a basketball court. The highlight, I would like that honestly to be a different I wouldn't mind if they had done with their red stripe down the middle and had the land. I don't know, I guess then it would have had to be well, let's not critique it too much. You know what we are gonna do though? We're gonna give that our top grade so far. I love it. That to me is what this should be, just little subtle changes. Here we go, another gray one. Gray on gray with the Mavs logo in gray with blue lines behind it. Uh, Gross. Get out of here. Oh, we'll keep with the alphabetical order. How about that? Let's not break things up. What is this? Golden State? I can't tell because it looks like the Pacers colors. Meanwhile, the Pacers have apparently just given up the right to their colors. They want to go with these weird highlighter vibes. Fine. That's great. We love that. Blue and gold, don't necessarily hate it. At least they stuck with their actual team colors. Gonna get points with me for that one too. Detroit may have the only gray court that will get out of this bottom realm for me. Uh, it doesn't look too bad. I hate the gray court, but at least they have some red. Oh, so these are hideous. And next we have the Rockets court. You're thinking, "Wait, Kev, didn't we just do the Pistons?" And you're right. This is the Rockets court, and it's hideous, and we're putting it down here. That D tier is gonna be the big boy. Indy. Oh my god, my beloved Pacers. I was already complaining about it. You already know. It's highlighter blue, another equally highlighter yellow. Uh, I don't mind the font, but those jerseys that are black with this color scheme, I think are also gross. Not a big fan. Clippers, you're gonna be right next to them, pal. That takes me to the Lakers, purple and gold. Love the, color scheme. We're gonna put that as an A. Might might be in that same realm with Boston and Golden State there, but, at least it sticks to their colors. This gray one from the Grizzlies, it looks exactly like Brooklyn's, so not only are they copying Brooklyn's deal, but then by doing the gray court in general, but then they're gonna just have the exact same color scheme. It's damn near the same court, so we're gonna give Brooklyn the points there, and not the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are not getting moved up. The Heat, we'll put the Heat at a C. As you know, I don't really love these red courts, but at least the gray matches a little bit. I wonder if how that would have looked with a black. Not sure, but this you can barely read the H town on this court. That's hideous. This is better. Maybe Miami's getting a bonus point, much like Detroit, because I've seen so many other worse versions of their color schemes before. Maybe they're getting a bonus point here. This is my favorite one, the Bucks. Uh, I love that it's a court on its own. It's got a throwback green with the it's got a throwback vibe. Honestly, like, this is the best one. and because of that, I'm gonna put a you know what? Sorry, Cleveland, you're gonna move down here, uh, because I do think there's no other S here. Sorry, guys, spoiler alert, but the Bucks take the cake with this concept, in my opinion. It just looks like a regular old basketball court with the nice, uh, garnishings, I guess. I can't think of word yeah, attributes, the filler. This is Timberwolves, light blue with the dark gray. This could be better. I don't love I don't love the center color there, but again, it just feels like I'm all about brand equity, you know? The NBA is destroying that time and time again with their teams. They're ruining their own brand identity. Like, what is this from New Orleans? What was that purple and green? The New Orleans Jokers? What it's awful. The Knicks, again, sticking true to who they actually are. It's a bright old orange court. I don't necessarily love how bright and orange it is, but it's on brand, brother. That's what it's gotta be. Who even is this? Is this the Oklahoma City Thunder? A blue on a blue, and then the logo in orange on top of another blue? What's wrong with the colors that they have? What's wrong with a white trimming instead so you can go with the blue, orange, and white? It's just this is hideous. I know I said there was only one gray that I thought would get out of the D, but I, don't mind that Magic court actually. The way again, it does a better job of matching with their color scheme, and I do like that Magic logo. 76ers red one with the blue stripe. Ooh, that's tough. I give that one a C. Let's see, rip the red ones, they're faring a little bit better than the gray. Apparently, the red has won me over. What is this? Phoenix? They're purple and blue, real '90s color scheme. Looks like something off of a paper cup I'd get back in elementary school, dude. What is this color scheme? Rip City, again, going with the inverse of having a little strip of the court, kinda like Boston did, and we're gonna reward it equally, get it up here in that B sector. Let's go. A little more balance. I was worried that this whole thing was gonna be a D column, and then I wasn't gonna be able to upload it. These are kings. These are some throwback king logo here. The gray and the blue, not my favorite. Is it gonna go above? We got maybe it's just because of what else is left, but I'm just like, "Ugh, maybe this gray one will make it up to the C class." I think it also might be a little bit of bias, my love for the Kings, but and I'm a nostalgia simp too, so, you know, you can get me with that occasionally, which is what happened here. I can't even I'm gonna have to roll through, I don't know, Sacramento, is that San Antonio? This is a Spurs in-season tournament court here? Is that what this is? I don't know, I don't care. A D. Oh, should create a new column and give this an F is what we should do. And I honestly can't tell who this is. We're gonna have to actually zoom on this because what in God's name is that? Who are you? You're the Golden State Warriors. Oh, Warriors Raptors. Wait, what? So who did I think were the Warriors earlier? This might be getting moved. Those are the Nuggets. The Nuggets also stealing the Pacers court and colors. It was bad enough when Golden State was doing it before, but these are the Nuggets? That's going down. That's going down to a B. Denver, duh. I don't know why Everything else is in alphabetical order. I am a dumbass. It's late. I'm tired. I almost said it's tired, I'm late. Whew. Yeah, been that kind of a day. Golden State, get a D for whatever that weird color scheme is, and also for tricking me. Toronto with this black on black scheme. I guess they do that black and gold color scheme quite often up there, but I don't when you've got the dope Raptor and those old pinstripe jerseys, you've got these other teams that have used throwback logos in a way that's been cool, and this is what you trot out. No, Utah, I'll give you a C for the purple court because at least it fits your color scheme, and you didn't match it with some hideous whatever Phoenix did here. And Washington, yeah, what's going on with this gray teal crap? Just awful. Absolutely awful. So there you have it, folks. Here's our tier. The Bucks taking it down. Cleveland and LA taking the silver and bronze respectively. Then we have our B row here. You can actually tell what all of those teams are. Isn't that great? See, we have Atlanta, Denver, Detroit, Miami, Orlando, the Sixers, the Kings, and the Jazz. And here is the Hall of Shame. What were these teams thinking? I certainly have no idea. There's the full picture. My goodness. My God. But that will do it for this bonus episode of The Bounce. Thank you all so much for watching. I am Kev. You are fantastic. Aren't you just great? Thank you so much for tuning in. We will see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you had a good time. Tell your friends, do all that good stuff. We have live shows almost every night of the week. If you want to hear me crack some jokes and hang out with my friends over at the Clout Route, me and Danny go live Tuesdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern. You can also check me hanging out with my Bounce co-host, James Schmeitz, and our Necessary Roughness host here on Bite Size, Johnny Boyd, on the Dweeb Network. Han Shot First, talking Star Wars, Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. That's not even all of it. So the best way to keep in the loop and stay in touch with me and know what I'm doing is to follow me on Twitter. It's right there on the screen at KevNevick _. But once again, thank you all so much for tuning in. We got some big things coming here at Bite Size Sports. We are so glad to have all of you here with us. Until next time, take care out there.